Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head men's lacrosse coach for the Hofstra Pride, Seth Tierney. And Coach, Pride coming off a tough loss to Georgetown Hoyas last Saturday at Stewart Stadium. A very good Georgetown team.
Yeah, no, they played well.
And your assessment of the game?
Yeah, they got all over us and, a little out of whack. And again, like I think we said from the first show that we had, it's going to be a work in progress here. Every time we go out there, we get another experience, which we need. And, we lost that lacrosse game and certainly coming off a disappointing loss to Stony Brook as well. And a really tough fought battle against Villanova. So we need to continue to work and stay true to what we believe in. Is we've just got to get some guys some experience and have some calmness when games take place.
Something you mentioned in the post-game press conference was looking at different lines. The attack, obviously everybody knew that the midfield area was in rebuilding area, but you've moved people around a couple of lines so far this year.
Yeah.
What are you seeing there?
Well, first thing, we had to make some changes at the attack due to Dylan McIntosh being injured. So that affected the attack line, which in turn affects the midfields as well. And again, we're almost trying to scout us and what group is going to give the other team some things to think about. And so, we're trying to learn and settle in on what we're going to be really good at. And by the time the conference comes around, as well as, where can we create some depth and go forward.
Jimmy Yanis, who has been playing actually both attack and midfield this year, where do you see him in the rest of the season?
Playing offense. Playing offense. I mean, right now, Jimmy is he's a little nicked up, but is healing nicely, and we'll go from there. But again, we're going to try him out at some other areas, and we go from there. I mean, Jimmy was very successful for us as an attackman. We tried to move him to midfield. Now with McIntosh going down, I'm not sure where it's going to end up for Saturday versus Ohio State, but we'll see.
Okay, speaking of Ohio State, 5-0 Buckeyes, ranked number 9 in the country. Doesn't get any easier.
Nope.
Pride's third top 20 team so far this season.
Mm-hmm.
Buckeyes one of 3 undefeated teams remaining with Towson and Cornell.
Yeah.
So it's another tall task.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm people may think that, it's crazy to look at it this way. I love the out-of-conference schedule for this young team. It will pay off for us in the end, and we've got to go through these things, and you want to be the best. You want to play those guys and go forward. So again, hats off to Ohio State thus far, and we're looking forward to just seeing what they're about and playing them on Saturday.
They've got some high-powered scorers. They're averaging almost 14 goals a game, coming off a win down in Texas over Marquette.
Yeah, no, they got some guys. Yeah, they got some guys that can play, and they got a couple of new guys that are infused into their offense. And after losing, Colin Shell last year, but certainly Trey can bring it, from deep and dodge underneath. Jasinski, he could play, and then you can't sleep on Terefenko as a D midi, because you got to treat him like an offensive player because he's going to the goal. And they got a really good face-off guy, solid as always at the defense. And they're a very good team.
Yep, and that's Hofstra and Ohio State. Final question: what does Hofstra have to do to be successful against Ohio State?
Yeah, we just got to take a step. You know what I mean? Again, we got to take a step. Georgetown got all over us. We don't think we put our best foot forward. Lost a close one to Stony Brook, and Villanova. So we just got to take another step, and it's going to be a work in progress. But certainly love the guys' attitudes and their work ethic. And looking forward to getting out to practice again today.
Well, good luck, and then we'll talk to you next week when we have 2 Big East games coming up.
Yes,
with the St. John's and Providence, but first Ohio State, and that's Hofstra and Ohio State this Saturday, March 9th at the James M. Stewart Stadium, 12 o'clock. Part of a men's-women's doubleheader. Second game of women and Johns Hopkins at 3 o'clock. Hope you join us, and thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.